dead bug. Lie on your back with your arms extended toward the ceiling and your knees bent at a 90-degree angle and stacked over your hips. From this position, slowly extend your right leg out straight while dropping your left arm over your head. Then, go back to the initial position and repeat the same thing for your left leg and right arm. Do this for 30 seconds. Side-to-side crunches. This exercise can give a boost to your obliques. Get on your back with your knees bent and feet flat on the floor. Bring your chest up and try to reach your right foot with your right hand. Do the same on the left side. Make sure you pause for a sec as you touch your heels. Don't do it fast, do it right. Your abs should be engaged the whole time. Repeat crunches for 30 seconds. Crab toe touch is one of the best cardio moves to train your lower abs, glutes, and hamstrings. So, to perform it, you have to sit down with your knees bent and your feet together. Place your hands behind you. Then, lift your hips off the floor, kicking your right leg up and touching your right foot with your left hand. Return to the starting position and repeat the same thing for your left leg and right arm. Keep doing this for 30 seconds. Scissor kicks. This exercise hits the lower abs and gets rid of the belly pooch. Place your hands palm side down under your glutes. Lift and extend your legs with your knees slightly bent below you. Alternate crossing your feet at the ankles or just kick up and down. Do this for 30 seconds. Heel taps. This exercise targets your lower body specifically, making it more stable. It's pretty easy to do as well. Just lie on your back with your arms by your side and extend your legs straight over your hips. From here, your job is to lower your legs one at a time and touch the floor with your heels. Make sure your legs are perfectly straight and don't hurry. The slower you bring your heels down, the better workout your lower abs get. Repeat heel taps for 30 seconds. Up and down plank. It'll tone your entire core. Bend your right arm and bring that elbow down to the floor. Do the same with your left arm. Now do it in reverse. Place your right hand on the floor and straighten it. Switch sides and repeat. Make sure your back is always straight and your core is locked. Roll-ups. This exercise will work your abdominal muscles and strengthen your spine as a surprising bonus. What you have to do is lie on your back with your legs extended and your knees together. Put your arms straight over your head, breathe in, and lift them up and forward, slowly rolling up to a sitting position. Freeze for a sec, breathe out, and return back to the initial position. Keep doing this for 30 seconds. V-ups. This exercise mainly challenges your rectus abdominis, but also works on your hip flexors and obliques. Lie on the floor with your legs stretched out and your feet together. From here, lift yourself up with the help of your elbows. Lift your feet upward as well and make a V shape with your body. Freeze in this position for about 5 seconds and slowly lower your legs and let your upper body rest on your elbows. Steady breathing will help you make this exercise a bit easier, so breathe out as you make a V shape and breathe in as you lower your body back into the initial position. Repeat V-ups for 30 seconds. Crunches. Hands behind your head, use your abs to lift your shoulders off the ground. Hold it there for 2 seconds. Don't go down immediately. That's a common mistake. Go back down and repeat. Avoid yanking your head. It can hurt your neck. Your chin should never go down toward your chest. Keep that neck straight and make sure not to lift your hips off the floor. Keep going for 30 seconds. Bicycle crunches. Place your hands behind your head. Lift both your shoulders and legs off the floor. Bring your right knee and your left elbow close to each other by crunching. At the same time, extend your left leg under you. Repeat on the opposite side. Remember not to let your legs or upper back touch the floor throughout this exercise. Keep doing this for 30 seconds. Mountain climber. This takes care of your glutes, quadriceps, hamstrings, and core ab muscles. To do it correctly, you have to start in a high plank with your hands shoulder-width apart and your legs extended. From here, draw your right knee to your chest, go back to the initial position, and do the same with your left leg. Continue switching legs like that and feel your core getting stronger. And the final exercise is snake stretch. Lie face down with your arms in a push-up position. Slowly straighten your arms until you feel a stretch in your abs. Make sure you're not lifting your hips or core off the ground. Stay like that for 30 seconds and then relax. Nice job!
You don't have to go to the gym to get a perfect six-pack. Pick the right exercises and you can easily have an effective workout at home. You won't even need special equipment, just an exercise mat and a pair of dumbbells or any other weight. Ready to get your washboard stomach? Standing bicycle crunches. This exercise will train your abdominal and oblique muscles, strengthen your core, and work your rotational muscles. Stand straight with your feet hip-width apart and your hands behind your head. Raise your right leg, bent at the knee, and lower your left elbow toward the knee. Your core has to be tight and your back straight. Repeat this exercise 5 times for each side. Bicycle. Get yourself an exercise mat and lie down on your back. Bend your legs and raise them so that your calves are parallel to the floor. Straighten your right leg and move it toward the floor as if you were drawing a circle. Continue with the left leg. Move it like you do while pedaling a bicycle. Start with 5 reps and add several more each time you work out. Splinter sit-ups. Start the exercise by lying on your back. Sit up abruptly, bringing your right knee to your chest and swinging your left arm forward. Return to the initial position and repeat the same thing for your left knee and right arm. Do it for 10 times each leg, starting with your right one. Scissors. Lie down on your back, place your hands underneath your hips, and lift your head off the ground. From this position, raise your right leg as high as you can while keeping your left leg hovering just off the ground. Then change legs. Repeat this exercise 16 times, 8 for each leg. Side bends. This exercise targets the outer lining of your abdominals, making your obliques work like there's no tomorrow. You'll need a couple of dumbbells here. Grab one in either hand and stand straight, feet shoulder width apart. Hold your arms slightly tense, hanging at your hips. Bend your upper body to the right until you feel some tension in your side. Hold this position for a second or two and go back up. Then repeat the motion to the left. Straight leg drops. Lie on your back with your arms by your side and extend your legs straight over your hips. Lower your legs to the ground one by one, but only touch the floor with your heels. Your legs have to be straight. Don't hurry. The slower you bring your heels down, the better workout your lower abs get. This exercise targets your lower body, making it more stable. Awkward airplane. Get down on your hands and knees. Slowly lift your left leg until it's parallel to the floor and stretch your right arm forward. Move your leg and arm to the side. Hold that pose for 3 seconds. Now put your arm and leg back on the floor and switch to the other side. Remember to keep your back straight. Start with 5 reps, adding 5 more when you feel stronger. Russian twists. Sit on the floor with your knees bent, your feet slightly above the floor, and your back off the ground at 45 degrees. Your arms should be locked together and held away from your body. In this position, swing your arms from side to side in a twisting motion, 20 times. Classic plank. Position yourself on the exercise mat with only your toes and forearms touching the floor. Keep your torso rigid. It has to form a straight line from your toes to the back of your head. Stay in this position for 30 seconds. This is a super effective multi-purpose exercise. It strengthens your abdominal muscles and improves your core performance. Plank knees to elbows. Take the same position you had while doing the classic plank and start moving your knees up to your chest, one at a time. One knee up to your elbow, then back to the floor, then the other knee. Do 10 repetitions on each side. This plank variation helps to strengthen your abdominal muscles, core, and shoulders. It also improves your balance and trains your legs. Sliding pike. Before continuing on with this exercise, make sure the floor is smooth and not carpeted. If you don't have professional sliders, use paper plates or some kitchen linen. Start in a plank position with your arms straight. Slowly raise your hips and pull your toes up towards your hands. Don't bend your knees. Your body should look like an inverted letter V. Hold this pose for 2 to 3 seconds and go back to the initial position. Earthquake. Sit with your legs and arms stretched straight ahead and your shoulders moved back. Start to lean back, keeping your abs as tight as possible. Once you begin to shake, that's when an earthquake begins. Stay in this position for as long as you can. This exercise mostly targets your abs. It also helps to train your lower back and hip flexors. Roll up. Lie down on your back with your arms stretched overhead and your legs straight. Lift your arms off the floor first, then your shoulders. Start rolling up to a sitting position and back to the lying one. Your movements have to be slow, one vertebra at a time. It'll engage your muscles much more. Do 10 repetitions of this set. This exercise is a multi-purpose one. It tones not only your abs, but also your hip flexors. It stretches your back and hamstrings as well. Rolling like a ball. Sit down and hug your shins with your hands at the ankles. Drop your shoulders and widen your back. Lift your feet off the floor and check if you can keep your balance. Pull your lower abs in and roll back, but be very careful not to land on your neck. Then strain your abdominal muscles and return to the initial position. Repeat this exercise 10 times. Advanced leg raises. Lie down on the floor with your arms stretched along your body. Raise your straight legs up until your feet are pointing at the ceiling. Make sure your lower abs do the job, not your pelvis or hips. Hold this position for a second or two, then lower your legs back down. Don't let your heels touch the floor. They need to hang an inch above the ground. It'll engage your core and lower abs more. Super advanced leg raises. For doing a more advanced version of leg raises, you'll need a chin-up bar. If you have one at home, hang on it with your legs straight. Lift them up to the 90-degree angle, engaging your abs. Then lower your legs back down. Do everything in a slow and controlled way. Don't let your body wiggle when you lift your legs. Core twists. Get yourself a light-weighted bar or a long stick. Take the bar and put it across your shoulders behind your neck, and lean your body forward at a 90-degree angle. Don't bend at the waist. You risk damaging your lower back. Twist your upper body to the right, reaching your right foot with the left end of the bar. Repeat the same motion on the other side. If you can't do it at first, don't worry. You'll do it better with time. Frog kicks. It's another exercise that targets your lower abs. Sit on the floor with your legs slightly bent at the knees. Put your hands on the floor a bit behind you, with your fingers looking forward. Lean back while balancing on your pelvis. Raise your bent legs. Move your knees toward your chest, then straighten your legs again. Try not to touch your heels to the floor. Advanced frog kicks. An advanced version of this exercise involves a chin-up bar. Hang on it and strain your arms to hold your body still. Bend your knees and use your lower abs to pull them toward your chest, or as high as you can. Crab toe touches. It's one of the best cardio moves to train your lower abs, glutes, and hamstrings. It also helps to develop impressive core strength and boost your metabolism. Sit down with your knees bent, your feet together, and your hands behind you. Lift your hips off the floor, kicking your right leg up and touching your right foot with your left hand. Repeat the same movement for your left leg and right arm. Mountain climber. This exercise works your glutes, quadriceps, hamstrings, and core muscles. Start in a high plank with your hands shoulder width apart and your legs extended. Draw your right knee to your chest, go back to the initial position, and do the same with your left leg. Keep switching legs and make sure to keep your back flat.